Well, some definitely work happening down here since we were last here. I think these are the frames for... I think they're the frames for underneath. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you, but parts of the boat have been, you know, the master's been lowered. The ends have been removed where the kind of supports would be. I mean, you can kind of see bits of the supports down the back as well. So fingers crossed, they have found a solution to whatever the problem was this year, and this will be back up and running for 2020, because they're going to need it. They really are going to need it. Good morning from Chessington, World of Adventures, and it is construction update time. Now, we tried to do one of these last year and nothing happened in the park whatsoever. There was nothing going on apart from that safari drive over there, which conveniently actually is now going. So nothing was going on, but this year there is a hive of activity, absolute massive. Obviously we got Black Buccaneer, which we started with there. We went around the other side and we believe something is happening to Black Buccaneer. We've got the Flying Jumbos being moved into where the safari jeeps were. That was a well worth investment, building that up, wasn't it? No. Well worth investment. Always look busy as well. And of course then we have the 2 planning permissions that went in a couple of months ago for the removal of Rameses Revenge and the log flume coming in and Toadies changes. Now, we do think, with the drop tower, we do think that it should all be done for 2020, but it is seeming increasingly that the drop tower won't be coming until 2021. We'll see. But work has definitely begun on other areas. We have had a quick sneak around and we're going to take you around and look at the areas. So what you saw there at the start of the video was us having a look at the back end of Black Buccaneer. And there are people down here, look. There are people down here now looking at it. You'd like to be in on that conversation, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so what's happening?
Can we get it working? Is it going to take another year to get it swinging again? Shall we just remove it and put a game here? Let's move that game into it. That game looks good down there.
That would sound something like they'd do as well.
Yeah, worryingly it does.
A little walk down here,
However,
one of those turnstile things you've got to jump over.
However, the supports which have been sat in here have now gone. We'll go over. So they've now gone. So something is happening with Black Buccaneer. They're either making an effort to get it all back together or they're just shipping it out. I hope it's the earlier one. I really hope it's the earlier one. And we can see a few of the boards down there, but we can't see much else going on, to be honest, through there. It is, you know, only 3 or 4 weeks after the park's shut, and they are working on it, which is great news. Massive fingers crossed they can get that open for next year. I'd love to see it in February, actually, for the February event, if they can do it. They've had all year. I'd like to think whatever the problem was, they've got it sorted.
I'd hope so.
So what we're going to show you, we're going to take you around the bits that are accessible, because obviously not all the parks are accessible. You can see Dragon's Fury here under scaffolding. So Black Buccaneer we've covered. We're going to look at the Safari Jeeps area, which we know that the Flying Jumbos is going to be moving to. We're also going to have a look up by Toadies Crazy Cars and check whether Rameses has indeed made its way out yet. People seem to think that the Flying Jumbos need to move before Rameses can go. It's probably because of the access road point down there. There's nothing stopping them dismantling it, mind you, and then lifting it out from there, but they may choose to do it all at once. So what we'll do, Kurt, is we're going to wander around here and we're going to have a look at this Safari Drive first. So here was the Safari Drive, which was only installed last year. Well, seems a complete waste of time now that they actually put it there. This is the old site of the carousel. And of course, we said at the time it'd be lovely to have a new ride here. Now, we're not having a new ride here. The Flying Jumbos are going to be relocated here, and they are obviously going to be... Yeah, cut one of the teacups. They are obviously going to be relocated here for the 2020 season. It's quite a big space, actually, when it's all pulled back. And of course, they never used to live too far away from here. They used to live just over here, down by where the Gruffalo stage is now. So they have been moved a couple of times. They moved from, do you know where they moved from?
Well, originally?
Yep.
No.
Test your knowledge. Where did they start life?
I don't know where they started.
Oh dear. They started life in Circus World up the top where Wild Asia is.
I remember going on where the stage is now. Right?
Yeah, and then they went down by the stage, and then of course they've gone over the back where they were pink, and they're now not pink.
Grey.
They're now grey, and they're going to come back here. But arguably, I'd like to see them pink again, but they're not going to be. They're going to be grey. And this Africa area here is going to be, well, with the new attraction, is going to be a little bit more coherent in terms of theme and everything, apart from tiny truckers. So it's funny, because we initially said it'd be better to get rid of Toadies Crazy Cars and put a new ride there and ditch tiny truckers. But they're doing the opposite. It looks like they're going to obviously re-theme the Toadies Crazy Cars. I'm guessing they'll get some new cars in, because they can't just put the free back on there. And then it leaves this in a state of, do they keep it?
Well, on Tiny Truckers.
Yeah, it's down to 4 cars now. It's down to 4 cars now. You know, from 6. I don't know why they only run 4 instead of 6. It baffles me because it gets such long queues in the summer months. But what will they do with it? It gets a lot of noise complaints as well from Dragon's Fury. When you see a lot of reviews from the park, a lot of people say that the lift hill from Dragon's Fury really does it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Tiny Truckers over the next couple of years. But yeah, look at this site. There's the old safari cars over there and all the curbs that have been taken out.
I expect it to go somewhere else in the park.
I bet it does go somewhere else in the park. I bet it goes up the top area. I bet you it goes up the top area where they're redeveloping.
No,
and this is where
the backyard beach.
Yeah, this is where the Flying Jumbos will be. Yeah. But work, as we said, it's only been a couple of weeks after the park shut, and work is really ongoing. So we're going to take you around to Rameses Revenge area. The reminiscence there. So we just showed you around the other side of the old safari ride, which is going to be the Jumbos, and we're now going to head up here because we can see there is work happening around by Toadies Crazy Cars as I step in a massive puddle. So we're going to take you up there now and show you some of the construction around here, and indeed see if Rameses Revenge is still in situ. Little one is here. Big one's gone on Vampire, but little one's here.
Yep.
Onwards. So it's Dragon's Fury undergoing its usual sort of winter maintenance. Got all the Christmas advertising, look, with the boxes. And here we are, down at Toadies Crazy Cars. So this is going to be a hive of activity, and this is going to be the closest we're going to be able to get to it. But Toadies Crazy Cars is no more. No more, no more, no more. I think before we look there, actually, we will have a quick look around here and just see if there's anything out around the side here. See if we can see anything up the top area. Nothing really happening down there. Nothing really happening there, so I think it's all heading around Toadies Crazy Cars. So if you didn't know already, this is going to be shortened again. It'll be the second time it's been shortened since its inception back in 1987. And they're going to be adding the junior log flume, the mini log flume ride, which was once at Weymouth Sea Life. And that's going to be coming down the bottom end here. But as you can see, there's a lot of work already taking place down there. A lot of work. And I'm really hoping they get new cars as well. They desperately need new cars for it. The treetop hoppers are underneath the construction. They're going through probably winter maintenance, to be honest. Be interesting to see how this area sort of comes together next year and how these kind of fit into that. It does look like they're going to go more of a jungle theme rather than kind of the safari, which they've said. Jungle safari, I'm guessing, is the way they're going with this. Quite a lot of rubble around here, but look, you can see the foundations have already started to be laid for the mini log flume. So this area will be completely transformed and changed and given a little bit of a refresh for next year. As we go around here as well, this is as far down as we can go. You'll kind of see, I would expect this to move, I would expect this tunnel to go. I'll be very surprised if this building stays with a little tunnel in there, but who actually knows? Who actually knows? But loads going on, loads going on. Work is progressing really, really, really quickly on this. And you know, it shouldn't take them too long, to be honest. Quick retrack, a little bit of theming. I'm guessing most of it's been made off site already. Yeah, really, really kind of expecting it to be quite quick in the way it does. But from there, we move round to here. And of course, Rameses Revenge. Rameses Revenge is still in situ. Now, it does seem, you know, we said in our videos we're expecting a drop tower to open in 2020, and I have to say, I still think it's a disaster if it doesn't open in 2020. I really, really do. It seems like they might need access from the back end in order to remove this ride, which is one of the reasons why the Jumbos is moving over there. But again, the Jumbos is a fold-up ride. They could fold that, put it in storage, stick it down the back part by Safari, and move it at any point, and this could have started already. You know, they don't need to just move it and make it a permanent home before coming to do it. So yeah, really interesting to see. It's going to be really disappointing if this ride stays here, for one, standing but not operating for another year, and I'll be even more disappointed if there's a massive hole there next year, especially with this area. It's going to look fresh as, and then you're going to walk straight to here and it's going to look derelict and empty. So I have to say, you know, again, with Portons Park opening a massive area next year, this is nothing in the scheme of things. And I think they should really go hell for leather to get it done. But if it isn't done until 2021, it's something else to look forward to in the future, but it will be one less ride for next year. one less, you know, family kind of thrill ride for next year that we're not going to be getting. But they are working down there. Look, you can see they're working down there. You can see the guys down there now, pointing and looking. We're not sure where the ride's going. We're not sure if it's been scrapped or if it's going to be used as spares anywhere else or sold on. We're not really sure on the overall condition of it, but yeah, you know, usually when we come, particularly at a weekend, you know, it's a Sunday. But the work is like everywhere. There's workers everywhere. There's people looking at Black Buccaneer. There's people down there looking at Rameses. You know, there's a lot of work going on. There's a lot of work going on. So yeah, that's it. That's Chessington World of Adventures. We'll be keeping an eye on it right the way up till February when the park reopens for half term, and then again doesn't reopen till the end of March. So construction wise, I think this is the only time we'll be able to get down here. So it'll be interesting to see. That's the last time you'll see Rameses Revenge, I would think. But I think it's the last time you'll see Rameses Revenge in this area. I have a feeling by the time we can next get back down here, will be completely transformed. What do you think in the comments below? What do you think of the construction happening? Would you like to see, obviously, Black Buccaneer come back for 2020? And you know, what lays the fate? What are we going to see in 2020? Or are we going to have to wait for 2021 for some other bits and pieces? Let us know. Let us know in the comments below. But from Chessington World of Adventures, and you know, the old Toadies Crazy Cars and the old Rameses Revenge, it's game over. We'll see you soon.